Hi everyone, it's Alice. So today I will show you the second part of my May wrap-up. So it's another 4 books. So total this month I've read 11 books. So 4 of them I've presented you in the other video for this time, and 3 books ebooks in French. So I'll make another video for that. So the first book I wanted to tell you about today is The Gloaming by Kirsty Logan. So I really enjoyed the first book of Kirsty Logan. It was The Grace Keepers, and it was just amazing. So it was really interesting to read her second book, and I did enjoy it, but not as much as I thought I would. This is basically in the same universe, so you don't find it all the same characters, but it's supposedly in the same universe, so you know, it's not at the same place at the same time, but yeah, you should find similarities. So yeah, I did enjoy it, but I don't know, for me it was too linked to I was really expecting something fairy-like and like a fairy tale, and it was very close to modern society, I guess, in many ways, and I thought this was interesting, but I think it also kept me from liking it more, so I don't know. So basically we follow Mara. She has 2 siblings, one older sister and a younger brother, and she lives on an island with her parents. Everybody on this island at some point will go on the cliff and turn into stone. So people don't die on this island, they just go onto this cliff and they turn to stone. So that's their way of dying in a way. And basically what happens is her little brother, B I think it's called, disappear at some point, and Mara's parents are going to be very hard for them, so the dad is going to slowly turn to stone, and we follow that, and she meets this mermaid like girl called Pearl, and yeah, that's the story of that too. So I thought it was very nice story. Like it's not that big a book, but and it's a beautiful cover. It's gorgeous really, but yeah, I don't know, it didn't have the same effect on me than the first book. So I will definitely read the 3rd book in this trilogy. I think it's supposed to be a trilogy in this universe. So yeah, I'm very interested to read it. I just, yeah, I'm not really disappointed, but yeah, I just wished I could have liked it more, but yeah, that's it. Second book I wanted to tell you about is this very short book called Astrophysics for People in a Hurry. So this one, I heard about it a little bit, and I'm always very interested to read some more science stuff. So I thought, oh, this could be very interesting, and it's very short too. So you know, because I had been reading, what's the name of the other book I was reading, and I didn't finish because I left it back in France. It's, can't remember, I'll find it, but anyway, and which is very interesting too, but it's a massive book. So this one I really liked too, but well, it's in the title, Astrophysics for People in a Hurry, so it's going into details, but not, you know, it's not going really into details. So that's why maybe I didn't like it as much as the other book, because I thought, oh, there is so much more you can tell me about stuff, because I know stuff, but I don't know, I'm not very good at science, so let's put it that way, but I still really like it, so you know. Yeah, so if you don't have a lot of time, and if you're really interested in that, it's very easy. So it's some very small chapters. So for instance, the first chapter is the greatest story ever told, and it's about the Big Bang, of course. And yeah, so very small chapters. It's well written, and yeah, quite like it. So, and then the 3rd book I wanted to tell you about, it's the 2nd book of a series. When did I start that? 2 months ago, I think, because I had seen the show Annihilation. I can never say it anyway, and I was really interested to read the books. I'm really interested to read the books. So this is the 2nd book in the trilogy. It's called Authority. So all the 3 books start with an A title. So Annihilation, Authority, and the 3rd one is Acceptance, I think. So this one was very interesting. in many ways. So the first one, I won't talk about the first one, but basically you have this Area X really behaving like a normal place in the world. So a lot of stuff don't work there, and it doesn't follow normal typical rules, I'd say. Like basically on Earth, like, you know, gravity and stuff like that. Anyway, and so scientists have been trying to understand why, and they send a lot of scientists, and you have this building full of scientists, you know, sending people there and on missions. And so the first book was on the 12th mission. So basically everybody that went never came back, or when they did, they had cancer and then died. So very, very mysterious area. And so this book is not focusing on inside the Area X like the first book, but inside the building where the scientists are trying to understand what's going on. So we're following the new director because the other director, well, she went with the group in the first book and she did not come back. And so he has a fresh new eye, and he's trying to understand what's going on, and it's kind of creepy. So I was a little bit scared at some point, but it is so interesting because I just want to know what's going on in this area, and this just gave me more and more and more questions. It didn't answer any questions, so it's a little bit frustrating, but it's just like, it's a good job because I'm going to read the third book, obviously. And yeah, I'm just really hoping that in the third book we'll get to know really what's happening, and it's just, yeah, I won't say too much because obviously there is still, you know, I mean, when they say, it's just the mystery is still there, but we still learn, you know, of a few things because the book is quite thick. And yeah, and the writing is also very, very interesting. I think I preferred the writing of the first book, but this one is very interesting too. And you know, with Jeff Vandermeer, that you can't really trust the narrators. It's just, he's doing a good job, I think, writing these books. So yeah, if you ever want to have something a bit science fiction, but it's very, very different from everything else I've been reading, and I think it's why also I really want to read the third book. It's because potentially this Area X could be from aliens, or we don't know. We really don't know what's happening, if it's from Earth or what has been happening in this area. And I thought this is just great because all the mystery around it, it's just, I don't know, I'm thinking it could really happen. And it's not, you know, I don't know, it's not like all this science fiction books. Sometimes they're just not really realistic. It's not really, really realistic, but I don't know, I think the atmosphere is just great. And then the fourth book I have not finished yet, but it's a reread, so I've read it already a few times, and that is The Catcher in the Rye, a book I really, really enjoyed, and I found secondhand a few weeks ago, so I decided to reread. It's a very short book, it's nice to read, it's I don't know, it feels good, feels like going home reading. And yeah, I'm sorry, I'm a bit sick, so my throat's a bit sore today. And yeah, so basically I will probably finish it tonight, and we're the 31st of May today, so that's right, it will still, you know, I will still finish it in May, so that's all good. And yeah, I don't know if I'll have the time to start another one tonight, to be honest, but yeah, I'll definitely finish this one tonight, I think. And well, I think probably everybody knows what it's talking about, but just for the people who haven't read it yet, I will strongly advise you to read it because it's a classic. It's always good, it's very short, it's not boring at all, or at least I'm not bored. I remember when I first read it, one of my friends, it was her one of her favorite books, and so she told me, oh, you really, really, really have to read it. So I decided to try, and then I kept waiting for something to happen, and then when I understood you have to stop, just focus on what's going on in the book, and you know, I just really, really enjoyed it. And I think it's a beautiful story about this young man. He's been kicked out of school, and basically we follow him for 2 nights, or yeah, basically 2 nights or 2 days. Anyway, what's going on? So he left school and he's wandering in the streets and trying to meet people, and he's very, very lonely. And I think the depiction what it feels like to be a teenager, and how you say things but you don't mean them, or how you don't say things but you do mean them without saying them. And I don't know, it's a bit confused what I'm saying, but I think the writing is really, really great, and the story is great too, because you may think not a lot is happening, but actually a lot is happening for the narrator, and it's just like this. It's at the same time it is very, very sad, because this narrator is very, very sad in a way, but at the same time he's so funny. Like I keep laughing and smiling, and just oh, I don't know. I think it's just great, all the irony in the book, and I really love it. So if you want to pick up something small, something good, something that feels good reading, and at the same time, I don't know, have a very good atmosphere too, well, I definitely recommend this one. Plus, as I said, it's a classic, so sometimes it's good. I don't read enough classics, really. I'm trying to be better on that, but so many things are coming every month, every year, and I just want to, I don't know, keep up to date with it, but it's too hard. Anyway, so yeah. That's it for me today, and I will come back probably for a book haul soon, and for my ebook wrap up for the month of May. And yeah, well, just let me know what you've been reading this month, if you've read any of these books. I'd be very interested to see what you've thought, and yeah, see you soon.